If you know you want to vibe with your favorite star, don't go nowhere. Hey yo, Miss G, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hi, welcome to another day to connect. And today we're connecting with a Beninois born freelance model. She basically grew up in Gabon, stayed moved to Ghana when she was 17. She's in her 30s now, and so she's going to be telling us about the experience of being born in Benin. But she has a peculiar story because apart from being a freelance model, she's going to be telling us about her life story. She has a YouTube channel that she uses to speak to young women. She says she wants to impact them because of a story that she had. She worked with EcoBank for 12 years before she resigned. She owns a salon. She's into a lot of stuff when it comes to fashion and beauty. So we get to settle for a conversation here at Starbite Airport with Ariel. How are you doing?
I am doing well, thank you.
Okay, so you have a peculiar story. I know you've told me a bit of it, but I know a lot of people want to know. So I'll give you the permission to introduce yourself. I know I've said a lot of things about you, but you reintroduce yourself to the people.
Okay, my name is Ariel Shodaton, and then I'm French from Benin. I grew up in Gabon, and when I came straight to Ghana, first of all to learn English, and then when I completed, I decided to pursue my studies here and also find a job. And luckily for me, I believe due to my humility, I was able to get a job with EcoBank. I've worked with them for 12 years. And then afterwards, I decided that it was time to start doing my own thing, which is modeling, fashion, and also want to give a boost up to women who are depressed or having issues or being in toxic marriages and all that, because I have been a victim before. So I just want to help them to move out of that environment and try to build themselves and make sure that they are happy. They don't need anybody to make themselves happy.
All right, so we'll take it one after the other. I am interested in when you moving from Benin to Gabon. Was it that your parents relocated? How did you get there?
Okay. Unfortunately, my parents, when I was born, my parents divorced. And so my dad got a job in Gabon and my mom stayed in Benin. And at the age of 8, my dad wanted me to be by his side. So I have to go and be with my dad, which was a very great experience. Being like a little girl with a grown man in a big house, but he was a good dad, a good nanny. He used to take care of me well.
Oh, many will say when you're young, you want to be by your mother, but you were saying you're with your dad, and it's almost like making mommy jealous. Like she wasn't.
She still is jealous. Yeah, but I think the bond with my dad has been so great and strong. Even with my mom though, but I think the bond is more with my dad than my mom.
Being raised by a man, did it change anything? Because normally they say women have to raise women because they know our issues, puberty, when you're a teenager, the changes that you face and all of that. But you were with a man raising you. Was it not challenging?
Very, very challenging because my dad, first of all, he spent 10 years in Russia. So for him to brought me up as a man and I should say a military mindset, like it was crazy. It was hard for him to bring me because it wasn't too much of the motherly side kind of. It was very hard. But I'm grateful today for him to brought me up that hard way because I've been able to face some challenges that I know some people who stayed by their parents being cuddled up and all that wouldn't be able to stand up and face it on their own. So I'm so grateful. He made the woman I am today.
Let me just be inquisitive to find out. So how did you manage, your first menstruation. What did you do? How did you manage that? I'm just imagining it.
Oh my god. Okay. I was at school and I noticed like my underwear was stained and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? But I was feeling shy. I didn't know what exactly was happening to me. I was 12 years and then I went home. We were together in the house and it was time for lunch. Come and eat. I wouldn't come. Like I was in the bedroom. So he came like, what's wrong with you? You should come and eat. You are not come. I'm like, Daddy, I didn't know anything. Oh. I didn't put anything inside there. Oh. And the blood just came. I didn't do anything. So he was like, what? Oh my God, I have a woman in my house. I was like, what are you saying? So he didn't know how to also handle the situation. So he called a friend of his who is a nurse. No, not even a nurse. I think a midwife. So she came after work quickly. Then she sat me down and she gave me all the motherly advices and all that. And then from there, the following day, he was like, no, are you okay now? From now on, every month, you have to use something and that day for you to keep yourself clean and all that. And that was it.
Wow. Such an experience. So 5 years later, because you were 12 at that time, 5 years later, he sent you to Ghana. What happened?
Well, to be honest, I was the most mediocre student in my class for English. I'm so amazed that like the English can flow as if, my marks in English was like 0, 0, 0, 0. And sometimes some of the lecturers will call my dad and say, what kind of language is your daughter speaking here? I don't understand. So when I completed, he was like, you know what? It's time for you to grow up. So first of all, I want you to better yourself in your English, and then also I want you to grow because you've been with me always behind daddy trouser, daddy, daddy, daddy. Now I want you to be strong, face the world, and that was it. And then I came.
So you came to Ghana to do what at 17? To school?
Yes, first of all, to learn the English, to polish it in a better way. And then after that, I told him I was supposed to go back home, and I was like, no, I think I want to stay here. So he was like, okay, so then we should look for another school for you to study management. And I was like, I want to do fashion. He was like, never. In Africa, fashion doesn't work here. So I have to focus on better studies, which is business management. I did a long distance studies. ICM is in UK, and then that's where
Okay, so you started from which school here?
It's this thing, Fordham Institute. Yeah.
Hearing.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But they're in connection with ICM in UK. So what happened is they send us what we have to study through the school. We get it, we study it. When it's time to write, then they send also the papers and then we write it, and then that was it.
I see. So the fundamentals, when you came at 17, when you wanted to better your English, which school did you go to?
I went to ICPS. ICPS is unfortunately the school has closed. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it used to be from 2005 to 2006. That was the time I came for yeah. It was at the T junction of Tesano. Yeah, Tesano. Capri, Salajo, yeah, in between that road.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
did you do senior secondary school here?
No.
Okay. So you went back to school. So what levels did you do? So in that school?
Okay, I don't know how you people say, but in French is a baccalaureate. When I completed my senior school, Yes,
Before you
SS. Yeah,
came.
that came.
Okay, okay.
And at that time, like I was 17.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. I get it now. So now let's talk about you finishing this management course. How did you get into EcoBank? You know.
First of all, when I completed, I wanted to pursue my master degree, and this is life. I told my dad, when I said no, I marry a new wife, so you have to manage on your own. I was like, yeah, this is hard, because he was helping me out financially and all that, and now he's telling me he's marrying. So I spoke about it to my mom, and she spoke about it to her uncle, and blah blah. And then I have to stay at home for like 6 months without nothing, like no job, nothing at all. And then I was a bit like, I was a bit homeless for 3 months.
Homeless in a country that is not yours.
I was sleeping from hostel to hostel with my classmates, basically. I would spend like one night here. I was having a small bag, then I would go and sleep from the other hostel to another hostel. And it was on and on for 3 good months. Like, it was hard because I was like, my dad let me down because of a woman. You know what a woman can do to a man, eh? So I really felt so, but I don't blame anybody. I realized that it was life. I have to walk sometime from Seko to New Achimota.
Wow.
Sometimes I have to walk back from New Achimota to Alajo Kapas, because that's the center of the French people, you know. And a lot of hostels were around and all. That was it for 3 months. And then finally, I had a good Samaritan, a boyfriend of my friend, who was okay, who helped me to rent a small apartment, a small room, not even an apartment, a small room to manage, because he had pity on me. He was like, the way you are moving left and right, it's not good for a girl to be. I had to work like midnight in the middle of the road, yeah, to go and sleep in someone's hostel and wake up early morning again before maybe somebody come and see that there's a girl, because sometimes I even slept in boys' hostels. Yeah, it was a crazy situation. So that's where I even got to drink cocoa, Hausa cocoa. See and all that, yeah, because daddy is sending money, but now daddy is no more. So I have to go down cocoa, kenke, and those kind of things. That's how I got to know how it tastes and all that. Sometimes hardship will show you things in reality. And then finally, I went back to Benin. I didn't have money on me when I took the car. I have to take the driver to my mom to pay the transportation.
Really? You took a commercial, is it a bus?
No, those small cars that leave from Aflao station to Cotonou and all that.
So what did you tell the driver? Did you tell them you didn't have money?
We have to go to my mother for mother to pay for you.
And what the driver agreed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Wow. So she paid, and I mean, she felt bad to see me in such because I completely lost weight after the hardship and everything. And we tried to find a way out, and then she spoke to her cousin, who he was one of the board directors of EcoBank. So afterwards, I was taken in as an intern in EcoBank Ghana head office, the former head office. So
That's
I mean,
one close to the National Theatre. Is that it? Accra Central.
the old one. The old one was, what should I say? It was, I think
the Ridge Towers.
the Ridge, yeah, around the close to the hospital, the Ridge Hospital. So I started the internship, and I think so far it's humility that took me to where I am. And in life, you just have to be humble for door to open for you. And then after that, I spent like a year of internship, because they saw that I was really giving myself in and all that. And then the HR, like, they like the way I was putting all my in and all my effort and all that. So they decided to keep me. And then I started as a cashier first. That was, I must say, EcoBank is my home, is my family. Yeah.
So how did you end up? You started as a cashier before you exited, 12 years after, before you
I
exited.
was my last job was as a digital supervisor at the contact center of I should say first of all e-process. E-process is the technical department of the bank that handles some of the ATM cards and all those things. So after that, we have been transferred back to EcoBank Ghana. I was part of it. But after a while, I was just like, I'm tired of the trip, like going front back. I was like, no, it's okay.
So you just made up your mind one day that you wanted to exit.
For sometimes when you have something inside you that keeps on pulling you or calling you out, and you are just being drawn so much to that side, even though you are at that place, but you are like, no, something is just pushing you out. So basically, that feeling started around 2018. And sometimes I was going so much frustration that I would call my cousin and be like, I'm tired of everything. I want to quit. And she was like, are you normal? You can't just quit like that. If you quit, I don't have money to take care of you. Like, I was just, it was just too much for me. It was just too much for me. So it was a good thing that in 2020 there was a time where they wanted to lay off a group of people and give them something to, and then I was like, good, God has done it for me. I think it's time for me. And then that was it.
So you asked them to lay you off.
Yeah. I asked them because I was like, it's time for me to be myself, that true person I want to be, not sitting behind a desk. If your place is not at a particular place, like just move out of it. It's like holding a butterfly in a bottle and you close it. At the time, it will suffocate. And I was kind of suffocating. I wasn't anymore myself. I was just every morning walking like a zombie, going sit down, and it doesn't make you alive. I wasn't feeling any more alive, so I decided to leave. And now I'm alive.
Now you're alive. People will be interested in what you're doing, what is keeping you alive. Why would you resign a banking job, I'm sure, which was paying quite well, to do something else that will make you feel that you're alive? So what is this thing that you're doing?
Okay. You see, the reality on the ground is, let's say the poor. The poor doesn't need to go and eat pizza, burger, no. Gary, Gary, you finish your Gary, you drink it well, you sit on the floor and sleep. You don't have problem. That's the reality on the ground. So I remember people used to say, are you mad? How can you leave such a big place? Like, they'll take care of you, they'll give you money. I say, it's not all about money. I prefer to sit somewhere, I'm doing crochet, or I'm braiding somebody hair, or I'm fixing somebody nail. Even if that person give me even 50 CD, it doesn't matter. As far as I am happy to do what I'm doing and nobody is coming to call me or send me queries or even disrespect me, I am so good. Because sometimes you have to think about your health. Sometimes I will go home and my heart will be beating like, I don't know, like as if I'm going to collapse. Because the tension, the reality on the ground is people shouldn't envy people who are working at the bank. Being a banker is being the slave of wealth. Being a banker, I believe being a banker, it has so many bad sides. Some people have lost their wives, some people have lost their entire family, some people have lost their friends. My job was in point where I was not able to socialize with anybody. Sunday, where are you? I'm at work. Saturday, where are you? I'm at work. So what time can you have to leave that space of banking, come out and make friends or get to know somebody and all that? No. So, you have to be happy. You can't always chase money. What about you yourself? Your health, your people, the people you love and all that. How? So I study all those things and I weigh them as I look. I choose myself. I can't choose money on that point. I can't. And then I decided to pursue my dream, which is modeling and a bit of this and that.
So how's it going with the modeling?
The modeling right now, because I don't know the market. I don't know how the show business or fashion is going on and all that. It's a bit of this, a bit of here and there, but it's not really working the way. But I know with time, it's going to grow. I have so far worked with few photographers. I have also done some 2 photo shoots, one for a fashion designer, but she's a Gabonese fashion designer, but she's based here in Ghana. Her name is Dimi Creation, Dimmire Creation. Yeah, she does very nice stuff though. And then the latest one I did was for Oni Ghana. It's for women in that way. And I believe maybe Christmas, it will be the gift of all women in Ghana. It will come out, yeah, very nice in that way that when you wear it and you wear your skippy, you look good in it. Yeah, so the pictures haven't come out yet, but I believe it's very soon to come out and then.
I'm sure you have some behind the scenes shots and all of that.
Few ones, just few
I'm sure
ones.
people would love to see, so we'll definitely splash it on this interview. But
Okay.
also, let's talk about. I see your YouTube channel that you're running. You tell us that you have an experience from marriage. At what point did you get married?
Okay. I believe all women have a naive side. We all have that innocent side. And then when I was 24, I was like, I'm working, what is left? Finding a suitable man with who you can build your home with, be with, and have children with. Basically, most women have that thing, having a home, a family, and all that. All women, basically. And then I also thought like life is a fairy tale. I wouldn't think what happened to my parents will happen to me. So 25, I met somebody. 24. I met him. We dated for basically almost a year. We got married and it didn't work out. And this is something I want to bring out. There are a lot of men who marry women. They abandon them here and they go abroad and they never come back. I was one of them. He actually told me on the phone that I can even spend 7 years in the US. You will never see me again. I was like, so why did I marry? Why? If that marriage is not going to lead us into building a home and all, because me I advise every woman, never leave your husband no matter what. He goes to China, follow him to China. A relationship cannot be, I'm in the kitchen, you are in the living room. It cannot work like that. Both of you have to be together. So you before you marry, I think the best is really wanting to be sure of what both partners want. That's the reality.
So you met him here in Ghana. Is he Ghanaian?
Yeah, he's a Ghanaian. He's a Ghan.
Why you saying huh?
He's a Ghan. He's a Ghan.
Why are you repeating that? Like you've said that how many times?
Oh my God, I've got. I got it. Like, I got it.
What happened?
Basically, he married me. We didn't consume the marriage, actually. The day of the wedding, when we went into the bedroom or whatever, we slept like two best friends. He slept like this, I also slept like that. And the following day was as if we were two roommates, you know. There was nothing, and I was surprised. And then Friday, he comes to tell me I'm going to the US on Saturday. I'm like, you're waiting for like 5 or 6 hours to come and tell you that you are taking a flight the following. Like, who does that? There was so much, and he was like, yeah, I need to make sure that you are okay, so I want you to go and stay in my family house. My parents were like, no, 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 no. But my mom was like, see, it's your husband. Just listen to whatever he say to avoid problem. You people just got married and all that. Then I went to stay there, but I did not tell my parents that he was traveling. I, I was scared of the shame of like you just married and he's already leaving you behind and all those things. Like it doesn't make sense. So I went to stay there. It wasn't so much a pleasure. I mean, I won't advise anybody to go and stay in a family home. Like, no, don't even do it. So after some few months, I was like, when are you going to come back? And that's where like he told me clearly like, nah, he's not coming back. And I mean, we should forget about each other. He's even sleeping with somebody already in the US. And like, I was like, I mean, you should give me some respect. Funny enough, even after the wedding, no, the day before the wedding, he even cheated on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
But why did he marry you? How did you date for almost 1 year? How
The
did you date?
real reality on the ground for the marriage was for him to have his papers in the US. Because
How?
his parents are green card holders. So for him to already marry here, will make it easier for him when he gets there, in getting job, houses or whatever.
I don't understand.
In a way, like they will see that he has already gotten somebody here. So as far as he has gotten somebody here, they will know he will not have to go through too much how should I say procedures over there. Because as soon as he get there, he's a green card holder and he's showing them the certificate that he's married and everything. That oh okay, so then let's put you here, let's do this, let's do that for you.
Is that how the system works? I don't understand.
Yeah, sometimes some people marry even their own sisters just to make it easier there.
But are you also a holder of the?
No, 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 I didn't. I think afterwards, my uncle was telling me that I should have relaxed for 1 or 2 years for me to get also the papers for me. I say, no, as far as I am not happy, I cannot do like sacrifice my happiness for somebody to maltreat me just because of papers. I will not do that.
So whilst you were dating, the almost 1 year that you dated, he was here in Ghana.
He was here in Ghana. He was here in Ghana, but he was in Takoradi. I was in Accra. So every 2 weeks on weekend we meet. When we meet, it's basically like because me I'm a Christian Catholic, I can't stay in a man's house. And he too he cannot come and stay in my house. So what we basically do is we go out, eat, meet friends, and that was it. Then after I'll go home, he too he will go home. Then maybe the following day, Sunday afternoon, maybe he will come and say, oh, I'm on my way going back to Takoradi for the week. Like because he was working at that time. So that was it. So after the wedding, I even realized that he was a weed smoker. So I was like, okay, if maybe I was staying with him, maybe fully, like, maybe like I was seeing him more often, like every day, maybe I would have been able to detect that he was an addict of the weed. Like if he smokes some, like maybe after 2 or 3 hours, he has to smoke more. He has to smoke more. So that was it.
And I'm surprised. So the whole time you dated, even after marriage, you never had sex.
After the marriage, no.
Okay, but once you're dating, you had
Yeah,
sex.
yeah. No.
But after the marriage, he decided the very night you had the wedding, he said no. But did, and then he left 5 days after.
Yeah.
5 days after the wedding.
After the wedding.
And you haven't seen him till date.
No.
When did you get married?
2011, if I remember, or 9th September 2011.
And this is almost 10 years. No, it's even 10 years.
Yeah.
You haven't set your eyes on him again.
I don't want to. I guess Kitu, he doesn't care. So everybody is moving on. We are all moving.
At what point did you say you're done?
It was in 2012, and then I have to battle for the divorce, and finally the divorce came out 2013, ending to 2000, ending 2013.
Wow. And this was while you're still at the bank.
Yes.
Now, how did you manage that period?
It was it was hard to swallow. I went through depression. I lost weight. I was feeling ashamed of being a failed marriage and everything. And when I get to work, like all eyes on me, and you hear people gossiping at your back and everything. And I was like, well, I just have to. I was feeling bad because anytime I go home, I'm going to cry. Then I kind of, for a few months, I kind of became a bit alcoholic because I didn't know how to handle all this stress, all this. Even my mother-in-law, the time we were battling the divorce, was coming at my office to warn me
That
why am I doing that? I should continue being the marriage and endure. A marriage that doesn't have head and leg, how do you want me to endure? Like, so my lawyer has to come and warn them not to ever come to my office.
she comes to the banking hall.
Telling you to warn me.
So she comes to cause a scene, create a scene.
Oh, should I say a scene? But you could see like she's, like making signs and talking bitterly. So the place is crowded because it's a banking hall, so people are which is bad. Or
But you're living in the same house with her.
no. I moved out when the whole thing started. I moved out. I moved out to my apartment.
But what did they say? What did your mother-in-law, your parents-in-law say about, he leaving 5 days after your wedding?
Is when the divorce case came out, when I called my parents and I told them, see, I'm getting divorced. And they're like, what happened? So then that's where, for a whole year, I have endured the marriage. I was even sleeping in like churches, even churches that I don't even know anything about, just because I wanted that marriage to be saved. I just didn't want the word divorce. I was going to pastors. I was sleeping. I was doing over a night, all night. Like, it even came to a point where one of the pastors said, "My sister, sit down, please. Your husband, it is not a bad spirit that is worrying him. This is physical. It is he himself. He doesn't want it." So I was like, what? But it took me a long time. You see, a woman who is devoted to save her marriage, no matter how the storm is, she'll keep on pushing and pushing. Even if you tell her, no, he's cheat. Like, I was that kind of woman. If you tell me to lie down on the floor because I want to save my, I will do it. Just because I just wanted it. I just didn't want it to break. But one day, something just happened. I wake up in the morning. It was a Easter Monday. I wake up in the morning and then I opened my door and I saw our wedding picture. I even posted our wedding pictures all over in the house, in my apartment. So I saw it and I was like, something deep in me said, this man is not your husband. Oh. He has come to destroy you. That's all. It's better you quit now. Then 2 days after that, my sister-in-law travels without telling me. Meanwhile, I went to visit them. She knew she was traveling 2 days after. She didn't tell me. She was going to see my husband there. So why don't you tell me? Then I can write a note or a letter or something.
So he wasn't calling you, he wasn't in touch.
It wasn't really that. If I call, he will not pick. Then later on, maybe after 1 week, he will call and tell me, why are you looking for me?
Wow.
Why are you looking for me? I'm like, what am I looking for? I'm your wife. It's my duty to make sure you are fine. So I'm trying my best to call you and know how you are doing. Hey, don't call me, don't call me, don't call me. I'm busy. Then he'll cut the line. Yes.
And what did the family say about all this?
Actually, for what I realized, the family was in full support with him because that's what I was coming to. The sister-in-law, I went to visit you people, let's say on Sunday. You know you were traveling on Tuesday. Sunday, I spent the whole day with you people. And then Wednesday, no, it was Friday. Friday, I called my husband. And he's like, first of all, he's like, why are you calling me? You are calling me again for money. I was like, since when did I even ask you for money? The last time I asked you for money, you say I am working. Am I not working? So you will not send me money. So why are you telling me that I'm calling you to ask you for money? So then I kept quiet. I didn't say anything. Then he's like, Cynthia is even here. I was like, Cynthia is here with you. And she didn't tell me that she was traveling. She was coming to the US to see you. It's like, she forgot. And me too, I forgot. I was like, wow. So I didn't say anything. Then the following day, Saturday morning, their mother called. Oh, Ariel, we are sorry. We forgot to tell you the day you came that Cynthia was traveling. I was like, really? I spent the whole day with you. You had Monday and Tuesday morning to tell me that you are traveling. So I could package something for my husband. You are telling me you forgot. You can't. It's a lie. You have not forgot. You just didn't want to tell me. So that's why I realized that family does not respect me and does not love me. So if you are in a situation where your husband and his family are turning their back on you, then you are not safe in the marriage. It's better you pack your things and leave. Me, I always say in my program that it is only when your family in-law and your husband, because if your family in-law doesn't love you and your husband is standing by your side no matter what, he's always defending you, you are safe in the marriage. Because after all, you are not marrying the family, you are married the man. It's not the family you are married. So, but if the family in-law, the husband too, and your husband too is even giving you to the wolves to chew you alive, then you are not safe. It's better you pack your things and go. Me, I always say you will not divorce because your husband cheated on you. Me, my auntie used to say, see, if you are sitting in your husband's home, you are the queen mother. The other ones, they are just playing around to that, to entertain him outside. At the end of the day, in the evening, he comes back to you at home. So if he's cheating on you and all that, forget that. But if he's not giving you to his family to disrespect you, then you are not safe. They will kill you. And that's why I divorce. Because then I'm not safe. Because they are even making a fool out of me. I am not Ghanaian. I'm a foreigner. So if these people are already treating me that way, how far can they go?
Do you think that it contributed to the divorce? The fact that you're not Ghanaian, you're from...
I think basically they didn't like me. But maybe I was a way out for their son to process faster his green card, papers.
Now you're out. It's been since you left the next year, so it's been 8 years or more. I think 9 years since you left. What's the way forward for you? Are you going to remarry?
Yes, I believe it took me time to learn to know myself and know exactly what I want, It can take you years to realize certain things in life, and that's what happened to me. But now I believe like I am more matured and able to sight if the person who is coming to my life is on the same level as me or not. So it doesn't mean anybody that walks into your life you should just jump and then at the end it's another mistake and all that. No. So right now I'm really trying to build myself first, and then hopefully, yeah, I'm ready to find a new love and build the family I want.
So you haven't had any relationship afterwards all these years?
I did a few once, but no, it wasn't what I wanted. Yeah, so I just have to quit and be on my own.
Will you still marry a Ghanaian?
It's only God who will answer that question.
But like you said you mature, you know what you want and all of that. Would you still settle for one?
My response is basically it's not all rotten tomatoes that are rotten.
So will you still marry a Ghanaian? You haven't said yes or no.
I haven't said.
You haven't said yes or no.
Why not?
Anyway, so we wish you all the best. If there's anything else that you want to add to the conversation that we haven't talked about, you can quickly run it by us.
Oh, well, for all ladies and gentlemen who are watching it, I should say thank you for watching me. And also, if you want to continue watching my YouTube channel is Vion Chronicles. Vion is the meaning is the child is good. So Vion is Vignon Chronicles. So if you type it on YouTube, you will see it. So on Wednesday, basically, I talk about everything about marriage, relationship, how to even train your children and all that, how divorce can affect children and all that. So basically, it's a bit of that. And also, my vision is wanting to see our African modern women to go back to the traditional women they were, because we tend to lack a little bit of that traditional attitude. And yeah,
What's the traditional attitude?
the traditional attitude today now, women in general are like, if you can buy a car, me too I can buy two, like challenging. But the true nature of a man, he doesn't want a woman who is challenging. I'm not saying being submissive, no, but be wise, have some grace in whatever you do. Maybe there's a way to let him know that, yeah, you can buy also two cars, but not like, if you can, you can put it like, okay, I'll see how best I can come to your level and maybe pass you by a little. You make it like a joke. Basically, I'm talking about the way women of today, they communicate with men is so bad. Is so bad. And I think that's the reason why there are a lot of women who are single today, because they think like, I'm good by myself, I'm sufficient by myself. If you're looking for a man, you don't talk that way. Don't talk that way. So it's basically a bit of this that I put in my channel. So kindly follow me.
Wish you all the best, and thank you so much for speaking to us. I'm sure your story will go a long way to inspire somebody and also to motivate somebody who might have been through the same phase or going through a similar challenge. Thank you very much, Ariel.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Okay, so that's our conversation with freelance model. You can book her. I didn't even allow you to leave your Instagram account or your number so that people want to.
Okay, my Instagram handle is Ary.Negra. So Ari Black. You know, I'm black.
Yeah.
Proud to be black.
Is there a number if they want to call you for booking?
They can DM me.
Okay.
Yeah. They can.
All right, so that's our conversation with Ari, the Beninois born Gabonese trained Ghanaian. You know, she's three of them. She can't take all of these countries have impacted her in a way or the other. She's a freelance model. You can book her and DM her and maybe follow her and also go to subscribe to her YouTube channel. My name is Miss G. Thanks for connecting with us. Follow the channel too, and we will connect again with another favorite of yours another time. Bye.